making basic simple shapes in AutoCAD. If you stick through the video, I'm gonna teach you guys how to make a simple 2D drawing to a 3D drawing. Let's get straight into the video. We open our AutoCAD. This is like the default viewport. I'll call it viewport. I don't know if you understand. And this is where we find the shapes. This is line, polyline, circle, egg. I'm gonna teach you guys how to use it. So this is where you draw like simple basic shapes. Let's go to the next tab. This is the move, the rotate, trim, copy, meter, sketch, scale, trim, fillet, array, offset, explode. Then from this one we've got the text, dimensions, linear, reader, table. From that we've got the layer properties. This is where you're gonna be arranging your layers and everything. And from here we've got these other information. I think I'm gonna be explaining along the way as we are going through the process, right? So let's start with how to put a line on the viewport, right? You go to line, right? You press the line, you come to the viewport, and then you press. This is a straight line. Press escape. So this is a straight line, right? Just a simple line, nothing much more difficult. You press line, then you're good with the line, right? So how you gonna make let's say just a simple shape like a square. Go back to line, press any point, press any point, press any point, any point, any point. Now we have a rectangle, right? This is not joined, this is not joined. So make sure that your mouse and your your line is snapping, like so that it can go with like degrees. Like this is more of 90 degrees. If you go the other way around, it's 180 degrees. If you go the other way around, this is 90 degrees again. Go other way around, this is 0 degrees. So the snapping tool helps us to to snap on the right degree. So it's like right degree angles, like the, you know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, so now we're done with the shape. So you can draw squares, shapes, any shapes with the line. And I'm gonna show you the difference between using like a line and the actual tool for like a rectangle, or using a polyline instead of, you know, the other, you know, other shapes. So let's go to polyline. Polylines and lines are different in one thing. So if you take a line, right, you click it from start to end. You go to the other side, you go to the other side, you go to the other side, you press escape, you press a single line, it just marks as a single. So every stop makes a line on itself, but it's joined. So it records like it's joining. So you know when it's joining with the line. So a polyline, if you click on the polyline, right, you can go press stops, whatever. But if you click on one line, it records as one line was drawn. I don't know if I'm making this understandable, if you understand what I'm trying to say. A line is when you click, you see, as I'm clicking this line right here, it records that it starts from here to this side. A polyline, if I click anything right here, it selects every line. So that's the thing with polyline. So line is in single, polyline is like everything that's attached to the object that you clicked is gonna be selected. This is a right way to explain it. And then let's go to circle. Circle is the same thing as line. Circle, you just go press circle, you click to where you want to put the circle. Let's just put it in the middle, you drag, and then you see the circle is created. All right, a circle is created. Then yeah, so let me go through the circle. So the circle, there's center radius, there's center diameter, there's 2 points, there's 3 points, there's 10 radius, there's 10. So people mostly use center radius and center diameter. So let's start with the center radius, right? So now if you gonna draw a line with the center radius. It's calculating on the radius, right? And you guys know what a radius is. A radius is a line, is the measurement from center to circumference of the circle. That's a radius. I think you guys did this in school. So let's say if you want to measure, what you call this, you want to measure anything like a wheel, right? Like a wheel. If they say what's the radius of the wheel, is from the center to the circumference of the what of the wheel, not the whole stuff. So yeah, so let's go to what, to center diameter, right? So center diameter is from circumference, center, and then circumference. So this is like the half of the center of the circle. That's a diameter. So radius is half of a diameter. So yeah, of a circle. So I think you understand that. I'm gonna go to numbers too, like how we're gonna be using numbers to calculate the length of any measurement, circle, whatever. I'm gonna go through that. Now I'm just introducing the shapes, how to click, how to put the shapes in the viewport and everything. Let's go to arc. So arc, so now with arc is like semicircle, all of that, like when you have like an acute angle with like the cone, you see, is it a cone? Yeah, the cone, like the shape of an ice cream, so arc is mainly for that. So for example, we take this arc right here. So it's different types of arc. There's 3 points: start, center, end, start, center, angle, start, center, length, start, end, angle, start, end, direction, start. So it tells you, like, if you click on start, start, center, end, you select it, you're gonna go to your object, and then you're gonna click the start and the center of the object and the end of the object. It's gonna create a very nice arc too. So it's like, it's complex, like in any shape you can do it. All right, so let's just use a 3-pointer. For example, let's use a 3-pointer. Let's just put on a line, like a line. For example, let's just put this one right here, right? I told you guys how to use line, how to put line on the viewport. So now we're going to arc, right? So this is a quarter of a circle, right? So what does it say? It say 3 points, any 3 point on the what, on the. So let's go to this, let's go and click arc. Let's click our 3 points, 2, 3, right? This is how it looks. Let's delete. So depending on the direction how you want your stuff to be, 3 points, you see, this is how it looks. Let's delete this one. Let's go to start, center, end, right? Start, center, and end. You see how it looks. Let's go to start, center, angle, right? Start, center, and the angle, right? Let's put it on 90 degrees. See, now it's self-explanatory, as you guys can see how this shape is being formed with so it depends with like the type of shape that you have, that you want this arc on. So you're gonna see, am I gonna use an angle, am I gonna use a distance for me to have the perfect arc for the certain shape, right? Let's delete this. I think the arc, we've done with the arc. Then let's go to what, to rectangle. There's rectangle, there's polygon. People don't normally, one thing that I'm telling you guys, if you know how to use line, polyline, circle, and arc, you can navigate through all the shapes. You see this rectangle, center, what the hatch. I'm gonna show, hatch is important too. Hatch is like the material in between it fills an enclosed area or selected objects with a hash pattern or fill. So it's like, it just some type of materials, you know, like let's say when you draw like a wall, right? Because it's 2D, you cannot draw 3D and people can actually see it also. A hatch, it fills up, like you can actually hatch that part and select it as well. I think I've already like explained a lot. So let's get into numbers now, like how to use numbers to control the shapes, right? So let's say you wanna have a rectangle that is that has the length of 5 millimeters to 5 millimeters by 10, right? So press line, we click where we wanna start. This is the start. We go along and make sure that your snapping tool is indicating the green line and the angle is on 0 degrees, or depending on the direction that you're gonna go is 90 degrees. If you're gonna go this way is 80 degrees. If you're gonna go the other way is 90 degrees. So I'm going to the right of the and making sure it's snapped, right? So the blue part, it indicates how long do you want this line to be. As you can see, for now it's 12,6 what this is in millimeters, by the way. So I want the length of this to be 50 millimeters, right? Press enter. There we go. 50 millimeters is on our viewport. Then we go with the width and making sure it's snapping, guys. The green thing, the green line is important because you know that it's on the perfect degree of your of your shape. So if the length is is 50, let's make the width 30 millimeters. So you write 30, press enter. Then it's the same thing, you snap it again. Let's write 50, enter, right? Back to the direction where we started, we just press select, enter, right? Escape. And then this is our rectangle, guys. As you can see, this is our rectangle. If you wanna see the dimensions, you go to measure, then you go inside. It tells you 50 millimeters for the length, 30 millimeters for the width. This is our shape. We're good, right? So let's get rid of this shape. Let's go to circle. As I explained, guys, let's start with the diameter, right? Let's start with the first this is the diameter. Let's go to center radius, right? So let's say we have like a shape. Maybe let's click, you press where you want to start. That's the first thing that you do, is that you press where you want to start, you increase. I told you the blue thing right here indicates where you want to put your, and it can indicate, you see the line, that's the radius, right? So let's say let's put a radius of 9, right? Let's put 9, we press enter, then that's how it looks. It has a radius of 9. If you take the measurement, it's gonna give us a radius of what? Of 9, as you guys can see. Let's go and use the center diameter, right? Click on center diameter, you come back. Diameter, told you diameter, the distance from the circumference of the circle to through the center to the circumference. So it's the half line that's on the circle, that's the diameter, and the radius is half of the diameter of the circle. The circle has a radius of 9 millimeters. What is the diameter of that circle? Comment down below. I want to see if you guys can, I don't know, put this one. I want you guys to comment down below and tell me, guys, what answer do you have, so that I know that you guys are understanding. So let's just find another diameter to put. Let me put a diameter for 40. Diameter for 40. You press where you wanna put the. You press 40. You press enter. There we go. We have a circle that has a 40 millimeter diameter. And another question too. What is the radius of this circle? Comment down below, guys. And yeah, I think we're done. I think this is like the basic, like if you understand the line, polyline, circle and arc of things, and the numbers too, guys, you've already started your AutoCAD. Like, you can do drafting, a lot of things you can do with this one. So yeah, so now let's get into us understanding like drawings, that let's bring out our drawing here. So yeah, we have a drawing that's here. So it's two drawings that we have. It's the one on top and the other one on the bottom. So the other one is the, you know, the additional. I want to do like a 3D. I wanna do like a 3D of that one. I wanna show you guys how to take it from 2D to 3D. So stay tuned for the video so that you guys will learn more on how to do the AutoCAD. And these are like, with AutoCAD, if you understand the basics of AutoCAD, it's gonna be easy for you to like do like complex shapes and stuff like that. All you need to know is just the basics, the lines, the squares, the 2D. Like, that's the foundation of AutoCAD. So now we have these two shapes right here. Let's start with the first shape that's on top, guys. As you can see, it has like a distance of, let's say, 30 from the start to the center. Like, so okay, 30 plus 30, that's 60. 60 plus 40, that's 100, right? So it has a length of 100 and a width of 30 millimeters. And in the in the center, you have two circles that are spaced and have a distance in between for 40 millimeters, right? And then what else do we have? And as you can see, it's written R10, which means R stands for radius. It has a radius of what? Of 10 millimeters, which means the diameter is what? 20. Yeah, got you there. It's got a diameter for like 20 millimeters. So let's start with this basic shape. I don't think I'm gonna do like a 3D for this one. I'm gonna do the other one. This one is just to get you guys' minds to like understand what I've been trying to teach you guys for the past few. So let's start with the first. Let's start with this one. So it has what? It has a length for 100 by, is 100 by 30, right? Let's go to our shape. Let's go to line. We press line. This is where we're gonna start. That's how I start. We check our snapping tool, that is on the right correct degree. It's on 0 degrees straight. And then you check the blue, it's on 30 right now. What do we want? We want 100. I want like 100 watts. We want 100 millimeters. And then again, we check our snapping tool to make sure that we're on the right degree to create a 90 degree in the inside. So yeah, it's on the right degree, as you guys can see, right degree, 90 degrees. You check the blue, it's on 49. That's not the number. Let's correct it. What do you want? 30 millimeters. We press 30, we press enter. We come here, we check the snapping tool again. It's green, which means it's straight, right? And the angle is 180 degrees, which is the correct. We come here, and this is a shortcut or a bonus, right? If you see, most times shapes are like this, right? The snapping tool helps us with this kind of situations where we don't have to write numbers again, like, you know, a lot of things. Now you have to worry, oh my god, numbers, this. No, if you're on this stage right here, you just come here, you just indicate, just highlight here. You see, it's gonna mark a square. You go up with the snapping tool, and then it's gonna show you, and it's gonna, this is the center from where you started, where you're going. This is the center of everything. You press, you click, you board back down, you click again, and this is our rectangle. First stage, we're done. The first shape, we're done. You see, so now what are we left with? The circles in between, right? How do we put the circles in between? It's simple, guys. As you can see, even the drawing itself has like measurements. From here to the center of the circle is 30 millimeters. From the center of the circle to the other center of the circle in between is 40 millimeters. From this one to the other is 30. So what we do here most times is we go to the, let's start making this first circle right here. So how the distance is from here to here is 30, right? And then let's go back, let's go to our drawing. right? We go back to line. Oh, there's ways we can use this. We go to, so here you're gonna introduce a feature called offset, right? Offset. So how we use this offset in this kind of situations is you go and select offset, right? Then we have our offset, and then we press 30, right? We press enter, we go to the line. It starts 30, enter. We press to the line that we wanna offset. Like offset is like the distance in between an object, right? Like this is the distance between an object, so we don't have to come and draw lines again and again. So now we go to the line that we want to offset. This one is here. We select, we click, we highlight, we click, we go to the direction. As you guys can see, 30 has come on the blue thing right here. It's okay. Okay, let's go back to offset. So from this distance right here going to the other circle is 40, right? So we're gonna offset this line here, right here. We go back to offset. What's the distance? This distance is 40. Press enter. Let's go and highlight the line that we want to offset. This is this one. We press enter, and then we direct it to the direction where you want to offset it to, and then voila, there it is. There's 40, and you guys can see there's 30 this other side. Now we want to put the circle in between, but we need to have a center, right? So here, as you guys can see, they didn't give us like the distance between, which means in most cases when you see drawings like this, the meaning is it's on the center, like it's already on the center. That's why they don't give you the only thing like, this guy knows so or understands the drawing, so it's already on the center, already given. As you guys can see it's already on the center, right? So what we do with this one is go back. Let's put this thing on the side. We go to line. We can do this in different ways, but let me do the offset one because it's gonna help you guys a lot. I wanna do shortcuts when I'm teaching this type of lessons. Let's go again. Let's try to offset a line. Let's try and offset the one on top, this one right here. Let's try and offset this one. So we're gonna offset it, as you guys saw, from here to the other side is 30 millimeters. Then you wanna, so the half of 13 is what is 15 millimeters. So we wanna offset it with the distance of 15 millimeters. Let's go to offset, press escape, offset. Wanna put the circle in between what we have on these lines, right? So we go to circle. So you're gonna be using either diameter or the radius, but here we're given what? We're already given a radius, but some people just want to be smart for no reason. They can just use a diameter. A radius is half of a diameter, so the radius of this circle is 10, which means the diameter is 20, right? So let's use the radius as we're given. We don't want to be too smart for what we were given. So let's go to what? Let's go to circle. From circle, press circle, right? No, this come here, center to radius, and then we come to the center right here. We increase. See, as you see the blue, the radius we're given what? 10. So what we do? We press our what? Our 10. Sorry guys, press enter. As you guys can see, the other shape is the same. We just take the circle, we put it this side. Let's go and click circle. We go click the circle, we go in between the stretch, we press 10, we press what? 10. That's the radius. Voila. Now the shape is done. What we need to do is to select these lines because we don't need them. Delete, select and delete. This is our shape. And come out with this shape, my guy, you're the best. Let's come and do the other one. This one right here. Let's delete the one that we have. So now we've come to the complex shape. This is what we have here. So guys, as you can see, this is not a square, it's not a rectangle, it's circles. This might be confusing because you're gonna be introducing other elements again to use on this type of things, right? So as you can see, this is more of like a circle. This is circle. Everything here is just round. I want to show you guys how to do this kind of stuff right here, right? So now, how many circles do we have here? We have one, two, this is three, and four. We have four circles that we have here. And the other one, I'm going to show you guys how to make this thing right here. So now how to do this thing is to see the distance that we're given the diameter, the distance between the holes, which means these things are aligned. And let's get straight into it. What we first has to do is to draw a line, a 90mm line, right? Let's put this thing aside. Go to line. This is our press line, press starts, go with the direction, press 90, press enter. Exactly, right? This is the line between these circles right here. Let's start with the first circle, which is this one right here, right? So it's indicated this circle right here has a radius of 20mm. So now we have this. Let's do this radius for 20mm for the circle inside. In the other circle, let's go for center, radius, the center, we're given 20mm, right? Bring it back. The other circle, the radius is what? Is 10mm, right? Come here, go to circle, you mark the center, draw. The radius is what? 10. Now we have the circles in between, guys. You see, here to here, here to there. This is the circles. Now we want to make the other circles, right? The other circles. These are circles, guys. As you can see, these are circles right here. So what we do with the circles is we construct other circles using the same thing, using the same line, right? So the other circle that's on the outside, the radius of it is 30mm. Let's go and select circle, press the center of the line of the, and then we have click 30. Then we're good. Let's bring back the shape. The other circle, the same thing, is 20, has a radius of 20mm, right? Let's go to circle, go to the center of the circle, end of the line, type in 20mm. This is how it looks, right? So now we've done with the circles, everything is done, but it doesn't look like our shape that we are given here. Come here, right, to check that is checked tangent here. Let me check the meaning of it. They didn't write it, but it's fine. We select, right, it's selected. What else do we need? Perpendicular, we can do that. So this is where you check like your snapping tools, right? So you're gonna be dealing with tangents, right? You guys went to school, you know what a tangent is. I don't know how to explain it, guys, but I'm gonna explain it as I go with it. So now let's go to this big circle right here and take our line, right? We come to the center of it, right? Select, come here, right? Other circle, escape. This doesn't look good at all. See, that's a tangent right here, so that our circle is flowing, right? It's starting from here. Put it here. It's starting from here, flowing to the other side. As you can see, the other side is not really at a tangent. Select it. Let's find the tangent. There it is. Same thing. Take our line. Let's go to the center of this one. Center of the already goes to the tangent. Select the tangent here. Let's take this line right here. We just need a tangent. This is where it is. As you guys can see, we are halfway there. There we are. No. As you guys can see, we're there, right? Our shape is almost done. It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult. Just keep on. You have to keep on trying with the AutoCAD, just doing different shapes, formulas, and stuff. So yeah. So now we're at this point. We start cleaning up the shape, right? It's other tools that we use to clean. We just don't delete, because if you delete, you're gonna mess out the shape, right? So let's delete the things that we can. Let's select this line. We can delete this line. Okay, as you guys can see right here, if we delete the circle that we have here, you're gonna delete the whole thing, and now our shape is normal. Control Z to bring our circle. So how now we use a tool called trimming to trim this. So we select trim, and then let's go and highlight to the way we want to trim it. As you guys can see, it's already detected, like, okay, the other end, the other intersections. Okay, this is where I'm gonna go. We press trim. Voila, you see our shape. The other circle that you want to trim is this thing right here. Press it, and voila, now we have our shape. So you can take the 2D shape to a 3D shape. Is you now come to this other side here, and then you press 3D modeling, right? 3D model is gonna take some time. It's gonna introduce a new tab. So this is more 3D bugs. I'm gonna explain this on another tutorial. If you guys want this tutorial of 3D stuff, shapes and stuff, comment down below, like, and just tell me if you guys wanna have a further explanation. So I'm not gonna go into depth into this. So now this is already 2D, as you guys can see. I'm gonna come here, and now it's 2D. So we go to what? To press pull. Come in between this. It's gonna take time, guys. Give it time. Select. We drag it up, right? But as you see now it's in wireframe. You can actually see it, right? It's in wireframe. We press wireframe. It's wireframe. There's wireframe, conceptual, hidden, realistic, alive, shades of gray. 6 shades of gray. This is how it looks. There we have it. As you guys can see, guys, this is our shape. Let's change it maybe to what? Realistic. As you guys can see. Let's take this and show it. Exactly. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Comment down below if you want me to make more of this. I'll be happy to do it for you guys. And